Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Very Podcast. I am your host, Ryan ZR, and I'm here joined with Walt and Harry.
Yo, what's up, boys? Welcome,
Go ahead
guys.
and check out these guys' channels at the end, or right now, or while you're listening, or whatever the hell.
If you don't, I will force you to. I
No.
will strangle you. No,
Oh my God.
I will. I will sit you down. I will put you in a chair, tie you with a rope, and play all my videos in front of you if you do not subscribe right now. The clock is ticking. I didn't threaten you. That wasn't a threat. What are you talking about? Welcome to the very podcast. Oh shit, we did that already. So here's the concept for this, right?
Okay.
So Ryan is supposedly gonna get shit faced in this next hour. So by the time um this ends, I'm pretty sure he won't be able to
I will
sit
be
in his
drunk.
chair.
I'm just gonna
He
say that
will
now. Like,
be
I just poured myself a shot of Sky vodka right now. And I have my Chaser Prime hydration, which is honestly the best in my freaking opinion.
so yeah.
Only later on, I won't be saying freaking. It's gonna be a lot more rated R.
I'm drinking a protein shake. Harry's drinking a Coke, and
He's always got a Coca Cola with him.
yeah,
Or hot
bro,
chocolate.
why you should be the spokesperson? I don't know.
Hot
You missed
chocolate's great for
opportunity.
you. It's so great, God managed to fill it in my PC once.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
well,
It was so dewy and disgusting. I had a hard time cleaning it off. It was
I bet.
horrible.
Damn.
Anyway,
Well,
Walt just sees me holding this shot glass right
yeah,
now.
this gives me flashbacks to a time when when he couldn't
I got
stand
my
up.
chaser. Yep. That's the thing too. It's a good thing I'm sitting because when I get drunk, dude, I cannot stand.
We just
I am unable to stand.
Harry just covered his lens and like went into the void. Where did he go?
I don't know. He went to the abyss of. I'm about to be drunk.
Oh, he's back. How is the void?
choice.
Uh,
Oh,
all right,
jinx with that.
Ryan. I think you're stalling at this point.
Well, no,
I think you just got to do it.
give me a countdown, man.
5, 4, 3,
Free.
2, 1. Down the hatch.
Oh
Okay. Okay. Now that I'm okay, so you
fuck.
said beforehand that this podcast is completely like unfiltered, right? It
Yo, yeah,
doesn't matter.
yep.
Why does it look like you're sucking a dick every time you go for a shot? I'm
And I
sorry.
told you before. I gotta get everything in there.
I know,
I
but
cannot miss a drop, even though I spilled some on my fucking chair.
that's what she said. Anyway, welcome to the.
Oh my God.
I think this entire podcast is going to be us
No, but you
laughing
know
at
what?
Ryan the fact that he's drunk.
I think I know why I did so well today. Like, as in not waking up with a hangover because I was hydrating as I was taking a shot. That's really important when you're drinking is to rehydrate so that you don't like fuck yourself up. Because like I told, okay, well then depending on who is really listening to this, if you don't know this shit, here's a little bit of education about drinking liquor, so you don't wake up with a hangover. Uh,
Ryan's fun facts.
well, no, this is some true shit that you need to know.
Ryan's
Like
liquor facts.
when you're drinking, you want to make sure you are rehydrating because when you drink liquor, any type of liquor, it doesn't matter if it just as long as it has alcohol in there and you consume it, it will ferment your blood sugar, which then obviously is going to kind of off balance you. Hence why people cannot walk the line, if you will, or say just they can't balance. I mean, I'm a perfect example of that because just yesterday, Walt and I were in a call, and I was showing him my vodka bottle, and yeah, I could not stand it all. I had to hold on to things to get me to stay up.
Yeah, that was a
Ugh,
mess.
fuck, man. Oy. Well, anyways, let's talk about some shit that's going on. So okay, our co-host that was supposed to join us but couldn't because something came up. I find it funny how it happened on the fucking
It's like
episode.
me in like the Minecraft series. I just never fucking show up. Like
Well, except
ever.
no, you've been pretty frequent. You've
Really?
actually, oh yeah, I'm actually impressed of how consistent you've been so far.
Wow.
But anyways,
Surprised because most series I'm like
yeah.
never like I'm there for like the first episode and then I'm gone. I'm I'm like never there anymore.
Well, here let's dive into some films for this time. So, Harry, I know you're really into films. You basically live at the freaking movie theater.
Yeah, you probably they probably gave
Yeah,
you like
like
like a
like
spare
yeah,
room.
like all the screens and posters. Like I've lost count of how many times I've been to it.
I mean, it's
Especially
basically
what I've
it's your
seen.
second home.
Yeah, I went to see fucking ambulance 3 times. In the cinema.
My
Jesus
God.
Christ. They have to give you like
In
at
such
least
in
like a
such a good film.
they
Yeah,
gotta give you a discount
yeah. I mean,
at
seriously,
this point.
they ought to give you like a regular's like
Uh,
discount or
I,
some
I,
shit.
I, I
Either a
mean five.
discount or like
I
they
mean
give you
five.
like a spare room you could live in in the
Right.
movie.
I mean five guys and Gun Drum gives me a discount.
My God.
Or I mean, at the very least, giving you like some kind of gift card for their place.
I mean, there's like this system like if you go to a cinema a certain amount of times, you can then get popcorn and whatever snack you want for free. That's the
Yeah.
Shit.
thing.
Well, I mean,
Not tickets.
by now you've had to have already qualified for that for as many times as you went. There's no way you haven't.
Oh no, of course, yeah. I fucking ridiculous. Well,
Jeez.
again, my main reason is now not that it wouldn't happen again, but just in the case that everything goes into lockdown again. That's why I'm doing so much.
Hmm. I mean, that's
Because I've
fair,
missed the cinema so much, like when it went into lockdown.
right?
I
I
think
mean,
that's pretty fair.
yeah. I mean, I'm just thankful that this whole COVID debacle is over.
Uh, I
Debacle.
mean,
Well, it's somewhat over. I mean, at this point, it's I want to say, I mean, okay, my education on this, or my knowledge, I should say, okay. Yeah, see, my brain's already getting fried. um,
Already we just started. Oh.
oh fucking hell! You should hear me high.
We just
uh,
started and he's already getting a little
uh,
messy.
I think I need another shot. Oh my god.
This shit isn't gonna go well, I know it.
We'll see. This is meant to be completely unfiltered.
was the cinema open where you guys lived the whole time, or was it closed at one point?
No, everything was closed down. Like,
Okay,
what?
Oh
okay.
yeah.
But I mean, the
I was
movie
fat.
theaters, like, some of them would be open, but like, they would obviously have seats, like, kind of, sectioned off so that people
Yeah,
couldn't sit next to each other.
yeah.
Yeah, when COVID happened, it was literally like it was I was fat, so I wasn't like exercise. Well, I wouldn't say
You
I was
were not
fucking.
fat. You were, as you call, dense bone.
I was like chubby, yeah.
No,
So okay, fine. I was that small. You fuck. All right.
you
So
looked
here's what
like you
here.
were a bodybuilder. You look
Yeah, yeah.
strong. Take it,
Okay,
twig.
fine. Wow. Hold on. No, I'll flex in a minute. Um, so
Not that
what
they'll
COVID
see
was
it.
when that happened. Shut up! I'm trying to talk. So when when COVID happened, it was literally just to play video games till like 3 in the morning, and then like wake up or like 4 in the morning, and like wake up at like 1 p.m. and then make a YouTube video, and then play more video games, and then sleep, and then repeat that for months and months and months.
And it eventually gets to you
Yeah, it does. I was
because you
fucking.
get burnout.
No, I was sad that I couldn't see anybody. I was just like in my basement, just like
Oh
working on
well,
shit.
yeah. I mean, ugh. Yeah, it's already kind of starting. Ugh. I
Hold on.
can only imagine what these
Yeah, I'm
podcast
not fat
listeners are
anymore.
hearing.
This fat? Is
Oh,
this fat? Is this fat? This isn't fat. That's not fat.
that's muscle. I mean, don't you run on the well? Okay, hang on. You're working in retail, so
Yeah.
it's bound to build up.
Well, I have my dude. Oh my god, you have no idea. All right. So since I moved recently, right? I didn't have like my scale to weigh myself, so I didn't really know how much I weighed. The last time I weighed myself was I was 150, and now I weighed myself today. I'm 144. So I lost 6 pounds. Hold on, and then I have my
Yikes.
steps. I have my steps tracker. This is how many steps I took today. 14,000
Oh
today.
yeah, I mean, I got my Apple Watch and it tells me everything that I do.
15,000. Yes, I have got a fucking ad. Hold
Like
on, I'm just gonna.
it like achieves goals of when I'm like standing or when I'm
Yeah, see.
walking or
If,
whatever the hell.
So
if
I
there's one,
usually when I work,
Harry's trying to
I
talk, damn
get.
it.
Hold on. I wasn't done. Usually when I work, I get over 10,000 steps every time. I got 15,000 today. Okay. Good.
All right, Harry, the floor is yours.
if there's one big thing I miss by having an iPhone is the watch, because the watch has actually served me very well.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, it's good for tracking your health.
I mean, fuck, I can wearing all the Android compatible watches, which is fucking. Well, my phone right now has lasted way longer than the 7, so another reason to say that Samsung's better, haha.
Samsung go suck a dick anyway.
I fucking hate Samsung, bro.
Dude, my work friend Dwayne. By the way, shout out to that dude. He's
Is he
fucking
bald and he
amazing.
like 6'4"?
No, not okay. DJ. He goes by DJ, but his name is Dwayne. But
Dwayne Johnson. Are you fucking
I
kidding me?
that's exactly why he tells people DJ, not Dwayne. He's like, okay, because I've asked him before, like, why do you not go by Dwayne? And he's like, what's the first thing that comes to your head when you think of Dwayne? I'm like, The Rock. He's like, exactly. That's why I tell people, hi, my name is DJ, not Dwayne.
Is he? No, I can't say that. Never mind.
But yeah, no, huge shout out to that guy. I mean, he's helped me tremendously. Like I think since we met, I mean, the first time I didn't care for him much. I thought he was a little too
Wow.
much. But
Like me?
but as time went on, he's been a really cool dude. Like he's a realist like myself, and we get along like that. Like I think we've seriously bonded, especially over this female that I was really into.
Well, I think that's just what happens with people sometimes. Mostly the people that you really hate, eventually you'll come around and you'll actually like you'll be best friends. That's what happens with me at least.
Yeah,
Usually the person that I'm friends with, they like in the very beginning, they don't like me or they think I'm extremely annoying, and then they
right.
come around.
I mean, it's not that I hated him. It's just he was still new, and I didn't I wasn't used to the kind of personality that he gave. Like he's naturally just a sarcastic ass, but that's his fault. That
Sarcastic.
I'll vary. Um, but that's like the best part of him. Like he's open. He doesn't give a shit what people think, and I love that in anybody. Like because that just means okay, you actually have a backbone. You know, you actually
Yeah,
have thick skin. You are real.
that's
You're not
both.
like these fucking snowflakes out there that always get offended at the smallest thing. And I know
Like someone we know.
I know someone like that. Harry-
Um,
and
their
I
channel is not very big, and they haven't uploaded in in a long time.
Oh,
Um,
I know who you're talking about, but I'm talking about somebody else that I'm not going to
and
mention. I'm not even going to hint
and
at them, but still. I mean,
their weight.
Harry knows who I'm talking about, I hope. Um,
Which,
but
sorry, sorry, I don't get with.
oh, but I'm
He's in his own world at this point.
anyways.
Yeah.
One more time, one more time, please, one
Okay.
more time.
Oh,
One more
like
time.
we're talking about like people like the term snowflakes, like people
Oh,
that like just over dramatize everything.
Which Which I was one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, sorry, I do. Okay, I do
Yeah.
understand.
And
Like
I'm not
I
gonna say what their affiliation is with anybody. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't want any
like
kind of, yeah.
I used to be
Anyway.
such a bitch, bro. Like now I came around. Now I'm just like I don't give a fuck what people think. I like who gives a shit.
Well, because really, I
But
mean,
like
like words are words and real's real. You
the only
know.
the only words that I care about is from my friends. Anybody else's words doesn't matter. Unless my friends are giving me like critical feedback on something, then whatever. Because I know they're messing with me. They call me a fucking idiot. I know they don't mean it. Like
Well, right.
it,
Yeah.
yeah, I shouldn't get angry over that. But sometimes it's just like whatever. I get called a snowflake, but I feel like I sometimes for the wrong reason. Okay, here's a good story that I could.
Yeah. Yeah. Go for it.
That's so. I was working right, and I was doing bagging because this was like Monday. No, this was like Sunday, and
Hmm.
there was like no stocking for us to do. So we went to bagging, and this cuckoo crazy fucking old lady finished like, yeah, okay, finished like
Sorry, I just took another shot. Ah.
she finished like whatever, doing whatever at the register, and she walked towards me, and then me and Henry, Henry's my twin brother, um, we were at both registers. So I was at register one, Henry was at register two, and then my friend that I made at work, I think his name is Landon. He is at register three. So it's three of us in like a row. And this fucking crazy lady starts to walk towards me. And like, now I don't know about you. This is what my family said to me. My family said like I'm overreacting, but she put my hand like she put her arm like around my fucking shoulder. So it was like this, I guess. I don't
I
know.
know where you're going with this.
And she was like, well, I don't know. She was like touching me, whatever it was. And she was like, "Oh, I have thinks that something along the lines of like, oh, these three young men are like helping or something like that." And then
How old
she
was this lady?
like I would say 70 maybe.
Oh, well,
And
you forgot that part.
yeah. And so I was a little freaked out. I was a little weirded out. And I was in my head I was just like, "Don't touch me." And then she looked at me and she was like she was like, I'm kidding, right?" And then I slowly smiled at her and then she left. She walked
It's
away.
like obviously I don't because you can sense my discomfort if you
Now, do
saying
you
that.
think now do you think that I was completely right in my thinking? Because here's the thing. I'm a employee, you're a customer. It doesn't matter, right? I don't care who you are.
Yeah,
Um
I saw.
Yeah.
yeah.
Go keep
So
going,
just
Walt. Keep going.
I mean, who's in the my parent, all right, how about this? I mumbled. I said, "Don't touch me, please." I mumbled that. I don't think she heard me though, so it doesn't matter.
I
But
mean,
visually,
if
you could,
she's old, then her hearing's probably gone.
yeah, so I'm fine. But visually, you could see I was uncomfortable, right? So I tell the same story to my parents and Henry, and
Right.
they're like, "Oh, you're overreacting a little bit, blah blah blah. It's just a joke, blah blah blah." And then
Some
it's like,
people just
"Oh,
don't like
okay,
to be touched.
yeah." So
Some
who do
people
you?
have
I mean,
boundaries.
yeah. So was I wrong? You think I was wrong in
No,
that
no, and
situation?
I think it was very justifiable because I mean, if you don't want to be touched, you don't want to be touched. Oh God,
Yeah,
especially nowadays, fucking hell, my
yeah,
God, like physical touch is the biggest thing you could do nowadays. Like that,
yeah. It
that's a like it has become such a red flag in the society.
it doesn't even like she started. Okay, I don't want to like over dramatic this, but her hand was like this around my shoulder, and she started like taking her other hand and like rubbing my back like this. Like it was weird. And then she did that, and then she left.
What if it was someone younger? Would it make a difference? Would you feel
No, it,
different?
it doesn't matter who it is.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Listen, it
Alright.
doesn't matter because I'm going to say this one more time just to reiterate this. I am an employee. You are a customer. I'm doing my job and you are leaving. Okay, whatever, joke, but it doesn't matter. You broke boundaries, all right? If you broke a boundary and you made me feel uncomfortable, then the joke isn't funny. It's not a funny joke. All right? I was very uncomfortable in that situation. And Henry was like, "Oh, you're being a bit of a bitch, blah blah, blah whatever." My parents just think like, "Oh, you're like overreacting over or like you're a little or like my parents were like, "Oh, she's just kidding. Why would you act like that, blah blah blah." But I think I have every right to say that,
Mm-hmm.
to be like uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You do.
because it doesn't matter who you are. It could be young, it could have been a younger person. It could have been anybody. You don't touch me. Like I don't like to be touched.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I don't know. I'm not a pussy for that. Like it's just there's
No,
boundaries that I
you just
have.
you don't like that. You
The only
you
thing
physically
that's
cringe at it.
yeah. The only I mean, who would you guys be uncomfortable in that situation? I would be. Like
I mean, I
I
don't.
was,
I
but you
mean,
know what I mean.
everybody's a little different. Like, I mean, if it's a friendly, pat on the
It,
shoulder or like
it,
friendly back rub or whatever, like I'm cool with that. But if it's, if it's something that they're really like trying to, if there's meaning behind that, then okay, I'll kind of back away, or like I'll try to do whatever I can to get myself out of that situation casually. But
Yeah.
for me, it's only okay if it's friends or family. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, of course. Yeah, I agree with you. If all right, the only thing that's acceptable that I think is if I get tapped on the shoulder, if somebody taps me on the shoulder, it goes like this. Like if somebody just, I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. But just like,
Mm.
yeah.
it
What
doesn't
rubbing,
matter. Like
what
if it was a
rubbing,
joke or not. I was uncomfortable, and that's it. And I have
what
every right to
rubbing,
be. So what's up?
what rubbing is
Yeah,
bit too
that's
much.
that's a little bit too much. And no, beforehand, I saw the same lady walk in because we were doing carts. We were doing shopping carts, right? So we would have to leave the store, and it was like 93 degrees out. So we'd have to leave the store, take all the carts from like the little like cart area in the parking lot, and bring them back into the lobby section. You know what I mean, right? The
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
section
yeah, yeah.
that's in between the front doors and when
Mm-hmm.
you walk in.
Yeah.
So there was like a trash can right outside the doors that you walk into the grocery store. And she said something along the lines of like, make sure you guys make the trash look good, or like put
Trash
all
look
the
what?
there was like it was something like that. It was like there was like tissues and like overflowing out of the trash can, and all you had to do was push it down. And she told us to fucking push all the toilet paper that's in the trash can down. It was like, make sure it looks like you're doing a job. It was something along those lines. She was telling us what to do essentially, which was cuckoo. And then she just walked in the store, and then when she was checking out, she did that. So, and she
Right.
told me and Henry that. So, she was a fucking crazy lady. I don't care if it was a joke or not. It's fucking weird. Don't touch me, fucking please. Um.
Can,
Anyway,
can can you guys? Well, I won't put Ryan, but can you guys go to like mixed schools?
Mixed
Like
schools,
boys and
like
girls, boys
like
and girls, boys and girls. Sorry,
yeah, yeah.
oh yeah,
I
there
didn't.
was every race, gender
You
in
did.
in my schools.
Uh, I didn't. It
Yes,
was
same.
all boys.
What?
So yeah. So like I wasn't that used to talking to the opposite gender, so like I didn't know what to say or talk about.
Oh,
Yeah,
So, like
no, just date men and you'll be fine.
when when I
Just
started
date
work
men.
when I started working at my job, I still
No
work.
offense, gay people.
So like anyway, I was right when I first started my job, there were there were girls that actually wanted to talk to me. I was like, oh, what do I say? What do I do? Because again, I just wasn't really used to it. So, well, over time, I've kind of gotten used to it. Well, I'm not even wording this correctly at all.
like you're
But
fine, dude. You're fine.
you get what I mean though. Like it's
Yeah, I mean, social interaction is very important, whether it's the
yeah.
same race, gender, or not. I mean, seriously,
Mm.
like just being social is very important for anybody because
And I
like
think,
the
sorry, go
really
ahead.
it helps you get into the world. I
Yeah.
feel, you know, like it really it helps break in y- yourself
Yeah.
because and see now since I've been drinking, my thoughts are amplified. So whatever I may be saying now is probably what my brain would think of for like a short like millisecond and then get rid of. But it's staying there longer because the alcohol is like making it slow down so I actually can process it.
Mm. Well, in terms of friendships, I've said this to you guys before. Wolf says it's everyone, my family, my friends, anything. I second guess my uh friendships and all that all the time, and it's like it's just a glaring habit of mine, and I wish I
Hmm.
could stop doing it, but I just can't because
Yeah. Are you? So you're saying you're a worrier?
yeah,
So am I.
it's just
But like,
relationships, friendships, all that. That's it.
I worry. Honestly, one thing that really helped me out with getting this job is I had really bad social anxiety. Like it was terrible. And so I feel like stepping like here's a good example. My dad, when he was growing up, he hated trains. Right. Uh,
Trains.
I don't know what reason why. He told me, but I forgot now at this point. But he hated it, and then he became a transit cop. You know what I mean? So he kind of like stepped foot first into his fear, and then he got over it. So I did the pretty much the exact same with retail. I had social anxiety, and I retail and where I work is a very social job, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I think when I did that, I feel a lot more confident now. It got me into like seeing new people every day, and like it was really like just a phase first experience, I guess. So now I'm not as anxious to talk, but
Hmm.
I'm not anxious as to talking to people, but it really helped out. It's not as hard for me now, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so I'm happy I could be more social in that way because I was struggling with it, but now I think I'm all right. Especially when talking to girls, I'm like fucking. I'm not bad at it, but I'm just like
You just don't know
I'm.
how to approach like
No, no, no. It's not like I don't know how to approach. How to approach. I just have to figure out a way to keep the conversation interesting because I just don't want to. I don't want them to be bored, you know. So,
oh, I'm
and I
like
don't want
that
to
all
make up
the time.
shit either.
I'm
Yeah.
like that all the time.
So I just want to keep it interesting for them, like, and
I mean, obviously,
you know,
not all of them are into gaming, but one who I'm really good friends with who was left was, so I got pretty lucky there. I got someone that is into gaming, I could talk to her about gaming, so
yeah. You just have to find your people. That's all.
Oh yes, absolutely. I agree with that.
Everybody is interested in somebody. There's no way.
Oh,
Not
absolutely.
possible.
You know,
And
okay. It's funny. Okay, I actually have something to add to that part right there.
go ahead.
Um, Soper B would not say this, by the way. That's why I'm drinking because I know I'll be raw. Um, okay,
Don't
so
get
there,
us taken down.
I'm not saying names or anything, and I'm not even gonna say job title. But I'm just gonna, all I will say is that, and I've mentioned this in the Snapchat as well. There is a young lady around my age, that works somewhere in the front end, and I'm on a
Oh
dating
wait, so this
site.
is new. This is new, by the way.
This is
This is
brand new. This is like today kind of new. So I downloaded this dating app, not saying what it is because I don't want it to be found. um,
I could say it and ruin your career. I'm kidding. No,
anyways, I was on
it's an
this.
insect.
Uh,
Go ahead.
fuck you.
Go ahead. No, they
uh,
won't find it.
anyways, I was not expecting this at all. Like, I mean, I'm just swiping. Like, okay, but see, the thing is, when I'm on dating sites, or apps, I should say, um, yeah, because it's an app. Um,
Continue.
see, okay, that right there, what I just said, would have only happened up here and never would have came out here if I was sober.
Uh-huh.
So like when I'm sober or when I'm not sober, I think out loud.
It's getting worse. You're stumbling now.
But anyways, um, I was just swiping, and normally when I swipe, I look at like first I'll look at the photos and then I'll read everything that they put first. I will read
1
about
second.
them. Yeah, I'll keep carrying on because this is a podcast. So like, I'll read everything about the person first, and I'll read their interests, their little bubbles that they've selected for themselves and whatever, and I'll just kind of get a semi general idea of what they're about, and that's where I will ultimately make my judgment.
Hmm. Fair.
But yeah, I mean that like the thing is, I don't have a preference. Like, I don't care what color hair you got. I don't care how short or long it is. I do not give a shit. As long as you take care of yourself, that's all I really care about. The personality to me is a bonus. That's the thing. Like, I don't care. Like, many guys have said, oh, I like big tits or I like big ass. To me, I don't care what size what is. I don't care. I really don't. It's the personality that ultimately gets me
Hmm.
because I'm not picky when it comes to that. Like I like the person for who they are, not what they seem to be. That's the
Yeah.
thing. And I mean, that's totally that is the most justifiable reason ever for any kind of relationship. Like I mean, meeting anybody, even if it's a friend, I don't give a shit what the fuck you look like. I don't care and anything about your physical appearance, you are who you are. People are imperfect. The only thing perfect in this world is imperfection. I stand by that to this day and always will because it's fucking true. Like
Right.
you could have some kind of deformity and we still get along. Like I don't care. I really don't. I support anybody in whatever they feel inside or whatever, like if they're gay, if they're part of the LGBTQ community, I'm fine with that. You know, you do you. That's how you feel. That is your chemistry. That is literally that is how you feel about people, and that is fine. Because if everybody was the same, this life would be fucking it would be so bland. It would be so bland because everybody would be the same, and it's good to have diversity because that really helps people grow as human beings. And the people that don't approve of that, they don't understand, and they're so incredibly brainwashed to the point where they cannot even they don't know how to meet people. They don't because their minds are set on specific rules that were planted into them at a young age, or maybe it was recent. It could sometimes it's an early age or mid age, whatever the hell. At some point in their life, any point, if they have this seed put in their mind, if their mind is weak enough, that shit can overpower
Yeah.
anybody. Like people, some people are very easily able to be manipulated, and it's so sad to watch that happen because like the person has so much potential to think for themselves and be themselves, but these people know it's like watching National Geographic. These animals go in for their prey. They know how weak they are because that's just in their genes, and they have experience in that field. No pun intended. Um, and they know how to go about attacking that because they have experience in doing so, or it's just natural. They just know how to do it, which I don't get, but you know, life is what life is, and that goes for any human being, any living thing on this planet, really.
Hmm.
It is literally and this is no pun to use your name at all, but this is a dog eat dog world. You have to outsmart the smart to survive.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's my whole thought process. If you have anything to add, go for it.
Oh.
Or if you want to change the subject, up to you too. Doesn't matter to me. This is literally
Yeah.
about anything.
No, I'm just happy to be driving again. I know I've reiterated this to you God knows how many times, but
Oh yeah, yeah. Congrats, by
my
the way, on
mom
that.
my mom thinks that drinking cider might be fine for what I have.
Right, right.
But like I mean like the amount of whatever you drank like that much of I forgot what my uncle called it. It was like some sort of I don't know. It was some sort of beer or like cocktail. I forgot what it was, but it's something Spanish. Anyway, yeah, no, fucking epilepsy sucks. It really does.
Oh, I bet. I mean, I don't have it, but
And
I know
yeah,
people who have, and I mean, obviously you're one of them, and I feel
yeah.
really bad.
My dad tried to convince me that it was from sugar, but it was from severe lack of sleep.
Mm,
Um, and I 100% blame my final year in school because it had me fucking up till nearly 5 in the morning.
yikes. Now, okay,
Because I
a curious question: is this something you were born with, or did it develop while you
it
were?
developed.
Oh, it did. Okay, so you didn't start out with it; it just kind of happened.
Yeah, it happened.
Okay.
And so I was doing math, English, or 7 or 8 subjects, 4 which had ongoing projects, and one of the fucking who the hell can fit 4 projects in a year? Like with such
I know somebody in this right here.
yeah, but seriously, yeah, but seriously, and like they're like really important because when you wanna like get good enough grades and stuff.
Right.
Um, yeah, no, yeah. So I developed it from severe lack of sleep, and I was then sent to the hospital for a couple of days to get a few tests on me, an MRI, an ECG, like for lighting if lights were the reason, but it wasn't.
Right. Like rapid flashing lights.
Yeah, rapid
Right.
flashing lights,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
another one for just brain monitoring brain activity, and I don't think nothing came out of it. It was just simply unusual grey matter, as they call it. I really I'm not a neurologist, so I haven't a fucking clue.
Right. I mean, well,
Um,
I mean that's fair. Like you can make get like educated guess, or guesses. Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
like
I
you ever
mean
have like
that's
science fairs?
yeah,
Yeah. Like I mean, you can have like educated guesses on what it could have been.
yeah. No, that's what the doctor said. It was grey matter, and apparently they monitor it like every several months or once every year, just so because apparently the hospital can be held liable if they don't monitor the reactivity. I don't know why that is, but
I mean, I'm sure they have reasons for what they do.
yeah. So first I was put on Keppra, which made me feel drowsy and tired, and it made it worse. The seizures became more frequent, uh so then I had to slowly switch off Capra to Lamictal because if you did a very quick switch, it would have made it worse.
Right. So like
And
that's something you
Lamictal,
have to ease into.
yeah, and
Okay.
Lamictal works. So uh, I was too scared to get into the water or go on a trampoline, fearing that.
I mean,
Cause
that
like
makes sense.
I mean, like, can you imagine? You're swimming in the sea and you have a seizure. You're fucking dead
Oh, right.
because
Yeah, yeah.
so like and like when my dad, my cousin was like, oh no, it's fine because we're gonna be there. We're gonna like bring you in. It's like
Yeah, but they've never had to deal with like something like that before, so they don't know.
mm,
Well, I mean, now obviously they have, but like back
yeah,
before then, they probably had no idea. They just thought it was gonna be like a normal, like okay, this dude's. What was going through their mind probably was like it was gonna be the typical like okay, this little kid can't swim. he still needs the floaties type of thing. But no,
Mm.
it was like something literally like something going wrong up here that you couldn't control.
Mm. There was one instance where I managed to prevent it from happening. Um, what I had to do, it sounds weird. I had to like get on the floor, like crouch or like even lie down, and close my eyes, think of a blank. I just keep my mind blank and like try not to hear anything because as weird as it sounds, that actually worked.
Really?
Um, yeah. So I was like, no one say anything, no one say anything. It's like I don't know. That's that's how it worked. So
I mean, hell, good on you, dude.
yeah. Well, every other time I couldn't stop it. So
Right. Well, I mean, hey,
the worst.
that's good though. You kind of semi mastered it. Like the best thing is experimentation. To like experimenting with yourself or whatever to figure out what helps you the most.
The worst one was having a seizure in the bathroom,
Yikes.
and I
Like
what's the worst
work
thing?
bathroom or your bathroom?
My bathroom.
Okay,
So
but still, yikes.
how to say this without being a bit too graphic? So I was watching a film called Battleship. Yeah, Battleship.
Okay.
I had popcorn and I fell asleep, and I went off to the bathroom because my two brothers often just occupy the toilet even if they're not taking a shit or a piss, which really irritates me a lot. They're just on their phones.
Right.
So I go up to my parents' bathroom, they don't mind it, as long as all toilets are occupied. I sit down, my fucking head fucking phases again. I go unconscious.
So
And
like, is it
thankfully,
is it like a blackout type of thing
yeah,
or?
yeah.
Okay.
And mom was able to hear, like, cause like, uh, according to mom, my brothers, I make these very loud, strange noises when I'm convulsing. So mom heard it, and because I locked the door, she couldn't get in. So like, she had to like use like a kitchen knife, like not the very sharp ones, but like the
Right.
cooking.
Right. Like a butter knife.
Uh, but yeah, because like the lock, there's like a very small like line, and like you can, it's like you can basically put the knife in it and then like turn the lock, and you can open it.
Right. Yeah.
And so yeah, and this is gonna sound disgusting, but a lot of popcorn, a lot of people have popcorn, and it got around my lower area. So,
Shit.
and I apparently, and I banged my head off, like the metal bars, like where you hang your cowl normally, and it was,
Yeah.
and it was hot. So
Fuck, dude. That. Oh
that
my
that's
god.
definitely that will always be the worst one. Yeah.
Yeah. Shit, man. That sounds bad. I'm
Mm,
sorry.
mm. So yeah, I couldn't
Fuck.
drive. I had to be a year seizure free, and if I were to have a seizure within the time of trying to, you know, surpass the time, then I'd be back to square one.
Yeah. I mean, when was the last time you had an episode
Uh,
that you can remember anyway?
no. All right, so let's see. I was allowed to drive again on 24th of March. So a little bit before March in 2021. Yeah, because remember, I
Okay.
had to be a year seizure free to be able to.
So a little over a year ago then.
Yeah,
Okay. And you're back to driving, so and you haven't had an episode, so
I,
that's great.
I,
Congrats to you, man.
yeah, no, I'm fucking loving driving again because, you know, like there are still bits I have to try and, master again, like reversing around a corner, which I almost failed on, but it's
But
uh
okay, so since this podcast has nothing to like, it is completely 100% detached from the story that we're telling over on the Ryan Red Bull channel. Like, we can actually as if we were talking off camera about that, we can talk about that kind of shit here.
Yeah.
So, like I had told you, I was planning a scene, and I want to say it's in like episode 9. It's episode 9 or 10 where you and Daniel kind of like get in the car because you told me beforehand that
Okay.
you were able to like
Okay.
get back to driving once you like didn't have an episode until whatever. But yeah, like I wrote that scene because I'm like, okay, well, cool. Then that means we can add some kind of action scenes in here, and like with you, I wanted to keep it minor because like if something did happen, I didn't want it to be severe. Like so,
Mm.
I just thought, okay, well, we can have something as simple as just driving off dramatically, you know. So, yeah, man. Oh, but I can't. Oh my god, I can't wait for when we finish off season 1 of that shit, and
Yep.
it, when it finally cools down over here in fucking Arizona, I can finally film the last scene for TDE so we can finish this shit and then finally get on to the damn movie.
Mm.
Uh, I'm not gonna spoil too much, that's all. That's all I'm saying.
Mm. Uh, yeah, no, so I'll hope to work on our test again and pass it, hopefully.
Yeah, man, I'm rooting for you. That's some big
Uh,
stuff. So, you okay? Well, you're driving, so I'm guessing you passed your test.
no, I didn't. I
No?
failed.
Oh,
No,
right, yeah,
I
okay.
failed it. I failed it because one, I didn't like so like before you're going off on a green, you have to keep looking left because that's where cyclists normally come from, or like
Mm-hmm. What? Oh yeah, you
yeah,
guys are inverted driving. You guys drive on the other side.
yeah, no. So I didn't look on the left mirror enough, so I had to. So like I always in the cases, even if there were situations where I didn't have to, I did it just to kind of put a bit of a bonus. Um, I accidentally went onto a curb when parking. I went onto a curb when doing a reverse around a corner. Yeah, and they were pretty big. Yeah, automatic fail if you do that. So,
Shit.
but I was allowed to take my time. But even taking my time, I still fucking bollocks it.
Oh,
Uh,
fuck. Took another shot, guys.
I mean,
Whew.
ever
Alright.
since COVID has passed a bit, I can now go on my first holiday since pre-COVID.
Oh yeah,
Spain gonna be great. My cousin, my uncle.
I'm excited for you for that.
I mean, more another chance to put another vlog out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Currently, I'm trying to save up for GoPro equipment. So, like let's say I'm canoeing,
Yeah.
I could go like a pole or like a seat pole mount on the paddle, and then it's like it can kind of get perspective. Apparently, the bike mount, like it's like you have a GoPro on like a bike mount. That apparently gives a much better.
So you hold the
Uh,
camera with your mouth.
yeah, yeah. So
What the fuck?
yeah. So okay, so there's the mount that you bite with your mouth, right? And the
Right.
camera's like underneath.
Okay.
Like, but from what I'm seeing, it actually gives a far better per- first person perspective, better
Okay, but
than the
like, what if
head.
you're somebody that constantly is like grinding your teeth? That just the camera would just be vibrating, just fucking
No,
shifting around
the
all the
camera
time.
doesn't. The camera doesn't vibrate. I mean, it makes sounds, but that's it.
That I would not want to hear that.
In fact, the GoPro camera sounds like time bombs when you turn it on or off.
Like, I mean, I'm someone who like sometimes I will without even knowing it grind my teeth.
Mm.
And like, I mean, my dentist has told me that I need to stop doing that, but like I would love to if I didn't think it was something that just happens without me. Like it just happens naturally. Like I don't even notice I'm doing it. It just happens.
Mm.
I've had to have so much dental work because of that shit.
Mm.
uh,
Yeah.
fuck.
And it's good to be back streaming on Twitch again.
Oh yeah. By the way, guys, if yeah, since he mentioned that, I'm gonna link both his YouTube channel and his Twitch channel in the description, as well as Walt's YouTube stuff. So if you guys are interested and you're coming across this, um, I've only really advertised this podcast channel over on the main channel. So if you're brand new, you've never even heard of us or me before, um, you know, go check out Harry's shit. Also, go subscribe to Harry over on Storyfire because he also got his video access over there. So that link will be down there too. Congrats, my guy. I don't even think Wall got his video shit yet, which
No.
I feel very sorry about because I mean I tried to help him out there.
Yeah. I just wonder what video he could make it.
He submitted the one I suggested that he do because it was better. It was the cinematic one with his records.
Oh yeah, surely that was
I know
good.
that's why I suggested. I'm like, dude, that's like one of the best edited ones you have. So the cinematography is perfect. The audio is perfectly done. And I told him that, dude, that's why you should submit that.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, man, Storyfire is really that's the place to go if you want views. Like, not,
Hmm.
I'm not saying like hungry for views. I'm just saying like if you need to, um, if you need to prove to yourself that your content is not shit, go to Storyfire because they're the most genuine. There is no algorithm over there. There
Hmm.
is no algorithm. All it is just a bunch of people that are there to support one another because that is the community. That is what it's for.
Hmm.
And that's the kind of community you need because over on YouTube, you have algorithms and shit that you have to follow, and it's never easy to figure that shit out because it's constantly changing. Believe me, I know. I'm trying my best to follow the shit, but it's not easy because it constantly is changing. So if you are listening to this and you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I mean, I do recommend it, but I also recommend starting Storyfire first because that's where you will get your experience and that's where you will find the most real people. I mean, obviously, everybody will find an audience at some point. Like, I mean, Harry did, I did, Walt did, everybody that I know has. Otherwise, they wouldn't have gotten the recognition that they have now with as many subscribers as they have. I mean, they may not be near 1,000 subscribers, but they're kicking ass. And the fact that they are not at 1,000 yet, I don't know why, because their
Yeah.
content, in my personal opinion, is phenomenal. Like, especially, I've even told Harry this. Like, his vlogs, the editing is fucking amazing. I appreciate his vlogs. I appreciate his videos in general. Just his vlogs, I connect with more because I think vlogging introduces a whole new realm of creativity. Like you are so free to be creative with your edits and your storytelling with that shit. Even if it's not a long series and it's just one video, as long as you're telling that story and we're able to follow and it's done perfectly. Like I mean, your Christmas vlog for 2021 last year, dude, you did that in like a form of a vlog slash documentary, and I fucking loved it for that fact. And you kept it real, which is even better because that's what people are looking for. They're looking
Yeah.
for authentic
I
shit.
I didn't even give a shit if mine was late because you know trying to make it good.
I
That's
mean, really, it's quality over quantity. I mean,
well,
it
yeah, like
really.
when you say 1,000 subs, like that's why I want to really try to get affiliates because that way, I mean, yeah, even though it's 50-50 split, like I'll take anything.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, you have to start somewhere in order to get somewhere. That's the thing. You have to start you can't just go and this goes for anybody. You can't just start out with a shit ton of equipment and then expect to, evolve from that because I mean, hell, when I started my YouTube shit, I had a snack tray with a laptop sitting on it with a webcam facing backwards, facing my Vizio television. It had to have been the same size as my monitor that I'm looking at right now. So like about 24 inches, maybe 25. And I played Minecraft on the Xbox 360, and I recorded that for my alphanumeric YouTube channel known as Minecraft 2014. And that was the first ever channel I really made. And first ever videos were not great, but they were what I was able to do. Like I have an analytical brain, so I figure shit out if I need to. Like I wanted to start YouTube, and I knew that I had the stuff to do something to make a video. It may not have been the greatest quality, but I still did it because I figured it out. And that's the thing. If you have ambition to do something, you figure the shit out, because if you it depends on really like how bad you want to do it. If you want to do it bad enough, you find a way to make it happen. That's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh,
That goes for anybody.
I'm streaming Geometry Dash. I think that's probably the best place to even put up GD content.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, if you haven't seen it, at the end of my last GD video I made, I wrote in chat, if the video reached 10 likes, I would do a really hard level, but it only reached 6.
6? Oh, come on. Okay, well
Yeah,
I know I got some business to take care of then.
but yeah,
um
so,
I
but
mean, dude,
maybe,
like I enjoyed watching your Geometry Dash stream
so,
because like the
so,
music in it, dude, that was hardcore. I loved it. I was vibing to it
but,
hardcore.
but yeah, so, listen to any of my viewers, hopefully that might encourage you to watch all the way to the end.
Yeah,
Because
there you go. I mean, yeah.
I'm not gonna start because otherwise I'll smack it right away, so,
But yeah, guys, I mean, seriously, go check out Harry's content. You might find that you really actually like it. Like, I mean, I know I like it a lot because you can tell the dude gives a shit about his content, and that's what I appreciate out of anybody. So, all to you, my guy. Like, seriously,
uh,
out of everybody that I know, Harry and Walt are probably the hardest working people I know when it comes to making content. And I'm not BSing. Like, I've been drinking, so my honesty is amplified. Seriously, like, okay, I get a few of my other friends, they're trying, but seriously, like, Harry and Walt, both, they put 110,000% into their shit, and I can tell because when I watch their videos, it has a shit ton of effort put into it, and they actually give a fuck. So if you like quality content, like actually genuine put effort into time and sweat and blood fucking tears into their shit, go check out Harry and Walt's channels. I will be linking their shit in the description below. Seriously, guys, you're not you're 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 missing out on so much shit.
one last thing for me, because,
Yeah,
I'm
your
close
headset,
to
right? Yeah, yeah.
out of pure honesty, can you watch, maybe not all, but can you watch most of my videos from start to finish? I don't
Yes,
care if you don't. You do, okay.
yes, I do. Because that's how captivating your content is.
I think I should either. I'm always debating if I should keep using Procreate Chroma thumbnails or if I should try use Photoshop instead.
I mean, I can send you Photoshop if you'd like. If you want to try both and like weigh your options.
I'll learn. I got a few courses on Domestica on the internet for Photoshop, both beginner and advanced, so I can just try that instead. I mean, there you go. Like, the internet has everything. In terms of creativity, you don't really need to go to third level education. But
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, for shit like engineering, you have to. But yeah.
yeah, man. I mean, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Like you are honestly doing fucking great with your content. I mean, I'm no one perfect. I'm no one great. I'm not like Steven
Same.
Spielberg version of whatever the
Yeah.
hell, but I appreciate, and I've told you this before, I appreciate content when I know effort's been put into it and you actually give a shit about it. Like Harry, I'm not here to just like fakely praise you. I've got to be the most honest person people have ever met. Like I seriously, I am the human version of True Serum here. Like I love your content that you put out. Even when like okay, yeah, I like the vlogs, but the gaming shit, dude, when you did like when I was playing General Diamond and you were in the Diamond Survival series, dude, your fucking editing is like it doesn't matter if it's vlog or gaming or whatever the fuck.
I
You do so well.
I kind of cringe at the second video though, because I think one track in particular didn't really match the tone of like what was going on. But
Well, you know, artists will
more or
be their
less,
own worst critic. I mean, I know I am. Because I
yeah.
mean, I've even looked back at projects that I've put together before and I'm like, this could have been done a lot better. Or like this soundtrack could have been used instead. You know, this could have been shot differently. You know, all that kind of shit. I mean, an artist will always be their own worst critic. That's just how it is.
Mm.
Nothing will ever be just right. It may be in the moment, but later on you're gonna look back on it and be like, I could have done that a lot better. But that's
Yeah.
good. That's good that you're able to recognize
There,
that.
there's one person in particular who I know would never dream of doing that. Well,
I think I know who
we
you're
don't
talking
talk
about,
about
but I
we,
might be wrong.
we don't talk about that's killing him from giving.
Okay. I mean, you can tell me who it is off this recording, or if you don't want to, that's fine too. But we're a
He
minute
lives,
or a couple of minutes over an hour. So do you have
he
any?
lives in the same state as you.
Huh?
He lives in the same state as you.
Oh, right. Yeah, we don't talk about that, dude. But anyways, do you have any ending words here since we're now a couple of minutes over an
So
hour?
when you're making content, just do your fucking best, even if people say different. Just do your fucking best.
I mean, really though, like
I
guys,
mean,
seriously, like I like
I mean,
I already told you guys how I started YouTube. You go ahead,
I,
Harry.
I mean, like when I received an email like showing different feedback, it was a bit of a mixed bag in terms of feedback. But I mean, like I didn't take any of it personally. Like they were all right
Hmm.
in terms of like improvement of it, but that's just what it is, you know.
I mean, honest feedback is the best feedback in any circumstance.
Better than none as well.
Oh, exactly, yes. And see, like the
Which,
thing is, like with Storyfire, they have very honest people. Like you, it's better. I like the system that Storyfire has because the way that they do shit, like where you have to go through a critic just to submit your video application to be able to upload, I think that's fucking genius. Because people are able to leave feedback, and that way you can learn what people enjoy watching. You can learn what they like to see. And I think that is the most fucking genius thing a platform can do. Because that helps the creator out so fucking much. And like people, they do not hold back in the critic tab. They don't. And I love that. I love hardcore criticism, constructive criticism. Let me just throw that in there. Constructive criticism is the best thing you could have. I mean, seriously, because it helps you a lot and learning your audience. So if YouTube had that, YouTube would be a way better place because YouTube is literally a guessing game. And I
yeah.
don't care for that, but I mean, either way, I'm on here to do a job. I have a story to tell, and I'm gonna continue doing that no matter fucking what. Even if people don't come along for the ride or they do, doesn't matter. That's that's the whole thing. Although I would like to grow the channel a lot because I would the more eyes that see the story and follow along, the better the result will be when the story is finally finished. But
Mm.
yeah, other than that, I don't think I have nothing left to say for this podcast. You got anything?
Yeah, no,
No? All right.
I mean also because of that. So,
Oh, yeah, yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys all so much for listening in. Really appreciate you guys. feel free to subscribe and also check the description for both Harry and Walt's content. Like I'll be linking Harry's Twitch, Storyfire, and YouTube, so you can check his content out, and especially Walt YouTube and his Twitch if he decides to ever do Twitch again. But yeah, no, seriously, go check out these guys. Like you will not regret it. But anyways, have a great night, have a great day, whatever it is for you, and I'll see you guys, or I'll talk to you guys next time. See you guys.